As long as we're discussing the tough dynamics of running a massive pottery studio with hundreds of members. Let's talk about the number one difficult false expectation that people have when they join the clay hole. First, let me say that when I sat down to write a mind map for the clay hole, the very first word I wrote down was community. It wasn't pottery, it wasn't money. Nope, it was community. For better or worse, that's the business I wanted to be in, because I think that's what this world is missing most right now. And then branching from that one word, the entire plan and every single decision since has branched from it. I've never lost sight of that. It has been the backbone of every single part of this business. I've talked to you all about that a lot. It's been my main marketing point. And a lot of people sign up and they show up hoping to find that special community that I talk so much about. The one you can feel right when you walk in the doors. And then they get here, and maybe it's a little awkward because it's actually kind of hard to fit into a group that's already established. Every single one of you knows what I'm talking about. And to them, it can maybe feel a little bit like they're on the outside looking in. And they're pretty good at telling themselves, that's okay, it's my first class. Next week will probably be better. And the next week, it's maybe a smidge easier, but it's still kind of awkward being the new kid in class. Just because we grow up doesn't mean that dynamic gets any easier. And I've seen it many times. It's at this point, about 2 weeks in, that lots of our new members just kind of mentally give up. They don't really put in any more effort, they cancel, and then they disappear. They never actually get to experience the thing that they came to find because they didn't make a best friend on their first or second day. It wasn't some easy automatic thing like they were expecting. But here's the cold hard truth. I don't care how good a community is or how inclusive the people are that are in it. Becoming an actual part of the community takes time. Finding a real friend inside of any community takes time. Reality is, it could actually take several months to find an established place within the group. Now, if you're an extrovert and you're able to jump into conversations easily and without much effort, it'll probably go a little quicker. If you're an introvert or a little bit shy, it's probably going to take a little bit longer. But I promise you that if you give it enough time, you will start to find the people you vibe with. You will start to find your group. But it's not just time that it takes. It takes effort on everyone's part as well. Both the newcomers and the people who are already part of this community. If you sit in silence and don't say a single word month after month, it's going to be pretty hard to fit in. But here's the good news. If you can just find that 5 seconds of courage and tell the person sitting next to you something you like about their project, something you admire about their process, and you do that every single week, I promise you that you will find your people, even if it takes a hot minute. Time and a little bit of effort, that's really all it takes. We've lost so many members here who wanted the end prize, but they didn't understand this time and effort concept. Sometimes I wish I could just shake it into them, and it's really sad to lose them because so many of them just seem so damn cool. I would have loved more time to get to know them. I wanted them here. They felt like my people. They felt like our people. And sadly, unless they come back, which I hope they all do, we'll never get to find out where they would have fit in here. We'll never get to see what time and effort would have really done. So, if you're in Utah, and you're willing to give it some real time and at least a little bit of effort, I hope you'll come join us at the Clay Hole. That's gonna be a real pretty vase for sure.